One of the most crucial things I lacked when I first started out in my business was self-confidence. And that is something that we all aim for, right? Whether it is confidence in how we tell people this is what we do, or confidence in speaking, or confidence in how to, go and put your presence online. It could be anything, right? And we all want to achieve that. And that's something that was my biggest goal when I was just starting out, because I felt that, if I don't have the confidence, how am I going to tell people this is what I do? And that's why I created this video for you. Hi, I'm Diya Asrani and I'm a personal branding coach and the founder of Design Your Presence. And if you really like what you see, then do subscribe to my channel for all things related to personal branding, building your own presence as a leader, and successfully becoming confident in whatever you do. Now, in this special video, I thought why not I break it down and make it much more easier for you in understanding how you can actually apply 8 proven ways to build your self-confidence in anything that you do. Let me tell you one thing, okay? Confidence is a learnable skill. It doesn't happen overnight, okay? It takes time to actually build, but it also really focuses on what you want to be confident in. In other words, you can't just say that, oh, I just want to be confident, right? It has to be that you have to be confident in something, in a skill, in the way you live your life, in the way you actually handle certain situations. How do you do it, right? And once you actually build your confidence in a certain aspect in what you do, automatically the rest of the other areas of your life will actually become a lot more better, right? So that's why I said, okay, why not I do this with just 8 proven ways, which I have actually used in my entire journey of becoming confident in whatever I wanted. So I personally want to be a confident coach. I wanted to be a public speaker who actually take things forward in their journey. I wanted to actually go and share my message with a lot of people, right? That was my main idea in terms of building my confidence, okay? So the very first thing that I want to talk about when it comes to the first proven way in building your confidence is focus on your strengths, okay? Now, a lot of people believe that, oh, I'm so weak in this, so I don't think I can do it, right? But look at the strengths. Every single person, okay, has a strength, has something that they're very good at. It could be communication skills, it could be the way you handle relationships, it could be the way you design something, the way you draw, the way you sketch, the way you dance. It could be any kind of strength that you focus on, okay? I want to tell you one thing. A lot of people think that, okay, oh, my weaknesses, oh, it has to be worked on first, only then I can go and put my point across. Wherein I believe it's the other way around. When you have strengths, you focus on those strengths, and then your weaknesses will become your strengths eventually when you start working on them over a period of time. So you have to understand that it is about focusing on your strengths. What strengths do you have? Do an audit, okay? Figure out, okay, if I were to do it this way, what would be my typical strengths, okay? Keep your weakness in the side for now. Focus on your strengths and master those strengths, okay? Because that's what you really need to do to actually build your confidence in that particular thing. So if somebody asks you, hey, what are you good at, right? You should be able to say, hey, I'm good at communication skills. I'm good at, helping people get online. I'm good at, talking to people. I'm good at networking. I'm good at speaking with, in front of crowds. It could be anything that you want to do, okay? Don't worry if it's not related to your niche or your passion or whatever. Just write down your strengths, because that is the first booster that you need to focus on when it comes to your self-confidence, all right? The second one which I want to talk about is set realistic goals every single day. Okay, now what I mean by every single day, I mean by mini goals that you can achieve every day. Something like, okay, today I'm going to clean my room. Or, maybe another simple goal would be, okay, today I'm going to write 1 page of my new book. Or I'm going to put a blog online. Or I'm going to, record a video today. Whatever it is, let it be a goal that is a step closer to your bigger goals. Okay, every single day, if you do it like that, you're going to be able to see that how you have actually progressed and how much of work you have got done throughout the months or the years that you have been planning this particular goal. Please understand that it's not about the end result in this case. When you're building your self-confidence, it has to be a day-to-day thing that you do that actually gets you to achieve that result or achieve that goal eventually. Okay, if you want to make money online, or if you want to, actually just become an influencer online, it will not happen overnight. You have to do small things every single day. You have to have habits. You have to have a conscious effort towards actually getting that thing done and up and running, right? See, a lot of people will say, hey, I'll help you make money overnight. I'll help you get followers overnight. But let me tell you one thing that only boosts your confidence to just a certain level, okay? And only for a short period of time. If you want to be permanently confident in what you do, you have to eventually work with the process, trust the process, and you have to go one step at a time every single day, okay? So that's why I say set realistic goals. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be so like, oh, I need to achieve this and all that. Yes, if you're passing your deadline, if you're crossing your deadline and you say, okay, I don't think I can do it, it's fine. You don't have to beat yourself down to that. Make sure that you do something that is small, that is done every single day and can be done, okay, in spite of whatever other things that you're doing during the day, okay? There is no 9 to 5 over here. Please understand it's about how you spend even those few minutes in a day to actually get the most of it. That will make you very, very confident overall in a period of time where you at least realize that, okay, I can do these things, The third thing which I want to talk about is gratitude every day. I want you to practice gratitude. Okay. Now this is something that a lot of people will tell you, a lot of coaches will tell you to do this. But the fact is, when they tell you, do you actually do it? Now you might be practicing it for some time, which is great. I mean, if you're doing it, then it's amazing. Okay. But if you want to build your self-confidence, you have to consciously make the effort of doing it every single day, wherein you wake up in the morning and you thank your blessings, you count your blessings, you thank your stars, you thank for, many things that have actually happened around you, what you already have. Okay, gratitude is so important if you want to actually count those blessings that are there for you and count those, the number of things that are around you, the kind of, the lifestyle you live, or even if the people who are in your life, or maybe your kids, or maybe your husband, or, slash wife, whatever it is. You need to have gratitude in your life so that you build your confidence and say, hey, I have this support with me. There is always something that is good in whatever I'm doing. Okay, gratitude is very important. It is easy to understand, but it is a little difficult to implement every single day as a habit. So you have to consciously make the effort of, thanking every single day. Okay, that's the third thing that I, learned very late in life, but I mastered it and I realized that, okay, that is something that's such a small thing, but it really helps in boosting your confidence. Okay, the fourth thing which I want to talk about is plan a self-improvement hour in a day, okay, without fail, however your schedule is. That is your way of improving. Now, it could be a skill, it could be a book that you read, it could be something that you want to learn, you want to master further, maybe it's a research, a project that you want to do, it could be anything. But keep that 1 hour, okay? Think of any hour. It could be in the morning, could be whenever you feel that you can learn better. It could be in the morning or in the evening, or during your downtime or whatever. Okay, it's your call. Think of 1 hour where you can learn something. Okay, remember, continuous learning is the key to self-confidence. Okay, you automatically start talking better about that subject. You are more well versed with how you can put things across to people, and people understand that, hey, you're quite well read. You can actually explain something really well. So you have to have that. So even if it's something as simple as, okay, I want to be a good cook. Okay, so every day for 1 hour, or maybe every week, thrice a week, I want to spend time on maybe cooking a meal or understanding how the kitchen works or something. I'm just giving you an example because I personally am not a great cook, but I'm just giving you an idea because it just came to my mind. Okay, but the same thing when it comes to building a learning hour, or rather, a self-improvement hour. That's when things actually start opening up in you and you realize that, oh, I could also do this. Okay, and that's a beautiful feeling. Okay, the fifth thing which I want to talk about is do something you love. Now, what I mean by this is the hobbies. Apart from what you do in terms of your business, your brand building, your career choice, I'm talking about a hobby. Okay, which could be either dancing, could be yoga, could be, maybe, I don't know, traveling can't happen every day. But the point is that at least, you do something that you love, something like art, something like reading. If you're passionate about cooking, why not? something that really enlightens you, that kind of makes you feel good about yourself. Okay, I want you to do that as something that's a part of your everyday lifestyle. Okay, now a lot of people, they say, okay, every Sunday I paint. Okay, like in my case, every Sunday I do this thing called floral doodling. Okay, which really is something that excites me. Okay, I like it, it's a hobby, it really works for me, and it kind of boosts my creativity as well. Now on other days, I either read or I listen to music, or maybe I do yoga. Yoga is a part of my health regime anyway. But the fact is that I make sure that I do something that I love, that makes me feel myself. Okay, so it also could be dressing up and showing up in front of a webinar. That also is something to do with doing something that you love. Okay, it's apart from the business and the passion. So don't confuse your business, your brand building with this hobby. This hobby is like something that's an extended organ of yours. Okay, so that is your 5th point. Now your 6th point, which I want to talk about, is reward yourself every now and then. Now what I mean by this is why and how it builds self-confidence is because you are appreciating what you're doing, whatever it is. See, we are very difficult on ourselves. Okay, we tend to say that, oh, I couldn't finish this goal today, I'm going to work overnight, right? Or I didn't do this today, I don't think I'm going to be liked by people. A lot of people think that way, right? And it happens to the best of us. But I want to tell you one thing, that see, we have one life to live and we are good enough. Okay, and the fact is that even if you have done something small, now even if you have not done a goal on that particular day, maybe you have done something else. Maybe you were there for your family, maybe you were there for somebody else, maybe you were trying to take care of your health. It could be anything, but you need to reward yourself now and then by either maybe a cheat meal, or maybe take yourself to a spa, or maybe get yourself groomed, or something something that excites you, that rewards you. Buy something, go and shop online, do something that would actually give you that reward and think, oh, I actually achieved this. And you need to do this to yourself, because if you want to build your confidence, you have to learn to love yourself, and you have to learn to love your own presence in front of people, so that when you tell people certain things and when you show them the way, they understand that you exist and you're there, and you generally respect yourself. That's why you respect them as well. Okay, so it's always going to be like that. So always remember to reward yourself. That is a real strong booster in terms of building your self-confidence. The 7th thing is prepare and practice. Now, when this applies to things wherein, okay, tomorrow you have an interview, or tomorrow you have a webinar, or maybe tomorrow you have to go meet your clients or potential clients or whoever, right? A meeting maybe. And you need to see there's a difference between being overconfident and confident. Okay, a lot of people who are overconfident, what they do, I know what I'm doing, I just have to go talk to them, right? You tend to be lazy, you tend to understand that, okay, I don't need to really script this, I don't really need to plan it, right? But every single thing, even if you're really good at it, needs some planning and some practice. Okay, so which means that if you're going to go meet somebody tomorrow, you have to understand that, okay, I am going to plan what I'm going to say. And if there are certain questions, like hypothetical questions you can think of, or maybe these could be the things that they will probably ask, or maybe they want to know a plan that I have in mind. It could be anything, right? But you have to have it prepared and ready before, so that you are sure that, okay, I am well versed, I am well read, I know what I'm going to be doing. Okay, that is being confident in what you're doing. So eventually what happens when you build this as a habit, you tend to become more self-confident in terms of, okay, I'm going to deal with this today. Okay, there's a meeting in the evening, this is what I have to do. There's a webinar tomorrow, this is what I have to do. Okay, it's great if you have the time and you can actually plan it few days in advance. If you're already, you know that you have to work with somebody, or you have to do a webinar, you have to collaborate with somebody. Okay, so always remember, you need to prepare and practice. That's very, very important at whatever stage. See, nobody is perfect. Please remember that however good you are at what you do, a lot of people are going to see the flaws. Okay, they're going to notice that. But that doesn't mean that you become absolutely perfect and nothing goes wrong. But you at least know what you want to say to those people. So that's why it's so important to prepare and practice. Okay. And the final point, the 8th point which I want to talk about is set your own value system. Now what I mean by this is your own values. What do you strongly believe in? Okay, do you believe in empathy? Do you believe in being confident? Do you believe in, self-image, self-worth, whatever it is? Think of your own values and live by those values. Like for example, you can have 5 powerful values that you stand for. One could be empathy, second be confidence, third could be, self-image, self-worth could be the 4th one, and the 5th one can be something on the lines of, connection, or maybe, connecting with people. So you know that, okay, if I stand by these 5 values every day, I am consciously working on my own value system wherein I can actually show people this is how I am and who I am as a person. Okay, because you need to understand that self-confidence comes from within. Okay, it doesn't come from an external force. There are a lot of coaches, a lot of trainers who can actually help you become confident in your field. Okay, but in the end, what really matters, it's the mindset that actually plays a role in this case. It's how you actually think when it comes to becoming self-confident on the way. And it's also about how you actually deal with every single step in your life, okay, and each day, and what you're going to be doing each day. That really matters in terms of how you can become more confident over and over a period of time. Okay. So, I hope you like these 8 powerful proven ways to actually build your self-confidence. Now you tell me in the comments below, what are you going to apply in your own presence? Like how are you going to be self-confident? And if you already are, is there something that you really need to work on? Is there something that you need to enhance further? So write it in the comments below and let me at least see what is it that you've taken from this video on self-confidence. Now, if you really like what you saw and you like what you just heard, then please do subscribe to my channel for more things on personal branding. I'm going to be talking more on confidence building, on how to build your online presence, how to build your personal brand, and how to be the best version of yourself in your industry that you want to really focus on. Okay? More from me in a bit. I will see you around. Bye-bye.